Go.
All right, guys, so we're here at one of the rental properties, and we're going to take you inside so you can see exactly how we score a property. So we're going to go from head to toe. We don't really care about the outside too much, but we want to show you the inside. Let's go. So when I come into a spot, into a house, the very first thing that I do is I look up. So I'm looking up at the ceilings because I want to know if there's been any leaks or anything like that with the property. So that's the first thing that I'm looking at. So on your seller, not on your seller, but on your general inspection sheet, you're going to see an area that's going to ask you about the roof. I'm going to look at the roof coming outside, but when I come inside, it's going to really tell me the story, because that way I know if it's been leaking or anything. Now, we recently just had a heavy rain, so if there were any leaks, anything like that in here, just keep walking with me. If there were any leaks or anything like that, we can easily tell. So I was going to walk through, and that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any leaks. So as you can tell, no leaks so far. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks. No leaks. So that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mark the roof as a 3. So that means that it's in good or excellent condition. Now, the floors are something that I can feel as I'm walking on. Now, what I'm looking for when it comes to the floors is the floors, are they even? Are there any weak spots? So when I'm walking, I normally walk with a bounce. So I go like this. Just feeling for the weak spots in the floor. Now, if I find the weak spots in the floor, or I can tell that the floors are uneven, and this is normally for areas where the house is built up off the ground. You may have weak spots because of the plywood or whatever the case may be. Now, it's not your job to fix it. You just need to identify it so you can properly score the property. So that means if the floors are weak, if it's a situation where I can actually fall through the floor, that's going to be a 1. If it's a situation where, it's a little weak, but it's not a hazard, that's going to be a 2. If the floors are good, it's going to be a 3. Now with this one, being that this is one of the rental properties, I can look here, point here. Now even though this looks like a hardwood floor, it's actually not. You see? Either been stapled down. This is laminate. This laminate is old and it needs to go. If you come over here and look at the tile, see that tile? All that tile there. So when I look at that tile, it's cracked up. Now here's the thing. Unfortunately, you probably could still move somebody in here with it like this. This is a floor that I would mark as a 2. Now, we're gonna go ahead and take care of this because we should. We don't want to move a tenant into our properties and it's looking like this. So I'm gonna mark this as a 2. All right. The next thing is we want to come and check the windows. These are some dirty blinds, but here's the situation with the windows. So now I'm going to look at the windows, unlock them. I believe I did it the right way. I want to make sure they come up and go down and make sure that they can lock. If they can do that, and this is me checking all of the windows, pull them up, pull them down. If they can open and close and lock, that's a 3. All right? If you have an older style windows, there are windows that have multi-layers, and when you gotta crank the window open, that needs to go because it's way outdated. It's not energy efficient. It has to go. So these windows are a 3. All right? The next thing we want to do, and I'm not sure if the water is still on, because we have a person that's out. Okay, so water's on. So what I'm checking for here is the water pressure, okay? So now, to me, this water pressure here, I mean, it's enough to get it done. It's not great pressure. So I want to know why we're not getting the full pressure through here. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna check for pressure again. Now I'm checking for two things. The first thing that I'm checking for, I need to make sure that it's getting hot, you know? So I'm checking for that. Is it getting hot? Now, if it takes a long time for it to get hot, then my next question to the seller is, where's the water heater located, okay? Now this water's been off for a little while. If it's been off for a little while, you can get a little smell. When I turn it on, I smell that little smell. But that's just the water getting back into the flow of things. But if I have hot water coming through right off the gate, that's real good. Now when I look at this too, man, I'm getting full pressure here. So I'm gonna give this a 3 actually. So we're not looking for perfection, all right? We're not looking for perfection. So we've covered our roof, we've covered our floors, we've covered our windows, we covered the water. Now we need to look at electrical, okay? So what we're gonna do is we wanna know, is the lights, are they working? Are the lights working? That's what we're looking for. We want to come over here and turn something on. So I'm gonna turn it on, and what this is gonna do is gonna allow me, and it's better to turn everything on that you can. So it's going to allow me to check the appliances and check the electrical at the same time. So this eye is hot, this one is hot, this one is hot, this one is hot. Turn them off. The electrical is good. As far as, now I know the electrical is good because we've updated electrical in this house. If I come here to the freezer, the refrigerator, it's pretty nasty in here, so I'm not gonna open it. But it needs to be clean. All right? So it needs to be clean. So we've covered, just wanna make sure I'm right. I got the roof, got the floors, got the windows, got the electrical, we checked the appliances, we checked the water, and then there's one more thing that we have to check, which is, all right, so we checked this microwave too. The microwave is good as well. But it's dirty, so it needs to be clean. Don't take any points off for cleaning, okay? So the last thing is the walls, okay guys? So let's look at these walls. All right, now we can go through, fill on the walls. Now it's so funny, my son MJ, who's 4 years old, when he comes in the house, he sees me and Cece doing it so much, he'll come through and go on the walls. Now, you can actually just fill on the walls, and what I like to feel for is for the pressure, like the texture. This right here, this is called drywall. This is drywall. You get these by the sheet. They're not expensive. If I put a hole in this wall, it's gonna cost me $10 to fix it. So a hole in the wall ain't the end of the day. It's only gonna cost me $10 to fix it. And as a matter of fact, you can get 2 sheets of drywall for $10 at Home Depot sometime. No more than $15. That's probably fireproof. So we're filling the walls. What we're looking for, we don't care if the walls are dirty. The walls could be dirty. We're looking for damage. So we don't see any damage in the walls here. No damage. And that's pretty much through all of the house. So let's go through here. Check it, checking it. Still no holes in the wall, no holes in the wall, no holes in the wall. So we're getting ready to leave out of here. If you look on your inspection sheet, you can tell that we've covered 7 areas of the house. So we have 7 areas of the house that we've covered. And on your general inspection sheet, that's what you have. It's 7 different things you got to check for. And guys, that pretty much ends our video today. So one thing we need to cover. So you got $5 a square, $15 a square, $25 a square. Now for this house, it will end up being $5 a square because most of everything is good. Now for what we're gonna do for our personal touch, we're gonna do these floors. But to do the floors, we're probably gonna be at $1,000. We're gonna do the click clack vinyl, the floating floors, and then for the labor, it's gonna cost us about $400 to take care of the labor. So that's it, guys. This is how you properly do an inspection. You don't need to go underneath the house and check all of that. No, don't do all of that. You don't need to get on top of the roof. You are not an inspector. Your job is to give an estimated repair cost. The sheet is gonna do most of the work for you. You do this the same way you cook food. I don't know how long it takes to make macaroni and cheese, but I know what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And that's how we do it, guys. So that's it.